Good morning, guys. Good morning, online and offline. Online, guys, my voice is clear. Am I audible? Online, guys, my voice is clear. Am I audible? Hello? Anyone please respond for checking purpose? Guys, please respond anyone? Online, guys. My voice is clear. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Guys, yesterday we discussed arrays in Java. The array is nothing but one storage place. Yeah, they call container. The array index start with 0 and with n minus 1. If you want to store a sum of values, we no need to use array. If you want to store a bunch of values or data, we need to use array. If you want to store the value or data, we need to store same order. The array does not allow the values and data at a time. The array index start with 0 and with n minus 1. The syntax of the array, data type, array name equal to new, data type and size. If you want to store a value, we need to use into data type. If you want to store a data, we need to use string. The next one, types of array, there are different types is there. The first one dimensional array, 2-dimensional array, 3-dimensional array. Is it clear or not? Okay. Yeah. The 3-dimensional array, you guys are able to complete that one. The 3-dimensional array. You guys are completed or not? Completed? Yeah. How you guys are able to complete 3-dimensional array? Tell me small logic. You guys are completed or not? See, you guys are observe here. If you want to store see guys, here the 2 represent array. The 2 represent array. 3 represent number of rows. 4 represent number of columns. Okay. The int 2 represent array and 3 represent number of rows and 4 represent number of columns. You guys are observe clearly. If you guys are store the value inside of this array, we are able to store 24 values. 24 values. How we are able to store 24 values? Do you have any logic? No. See guys, 2 into 3 into 4. What is the answer? 24. How you guys are able to store the value? A of 0. Okay. A of 0. A of 0. A of 0. 0. A of 0. 1. Is it clear or not? And A of 0 and 2. Okay. A of 0 and 3. The next one. A of what is expected here? 1. A of 1. What is expected here? 0. Okay. The next one. A of 1. 1. And A of 1. 2. And A of 1 and 3. Okay. See guys, total 3 rows. A of 2. Here A of 2. 1 dimension. This is 1 dimension. Okay. A of 2 and 0. See guys, total what I'm saying, total how many rows? Every dimension, how many rows? We got 3 rows. We got 3 rows. How many columns? See guys, 4 columns we are able to get or not? 1, 2, 3, 4. We are able to get or not? See, you guys are observe. When I start for loop, the time I will explain the 3-dimensional array. Okay. See, after for loop, I will explain. In this time, you people are unable to understand. Okay. If I want to explain without for loop, you guys are unable to understand. Okay. This process we need to follow in 3-dimensional array. I think you people are able to do 3 brackets 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 1, 2. Like that, you people are able to store like that. 1 dimension is different, 2 dimension is different, 3 dimension also is different. Dimension. Okay. Definitely, I will show you this one. This code I will show you. 3-dimensional array, I will show you. Okay. This is the process. If you want to store any value inside of the 3-dimensional array, we need to follow this process. How many values we are able to store? 24 values. We are able to store 24 values. Is it clear? Clear or not? The next one. Loops in Java. The next concept, loops in Java. There are different types of loops is there in Java. The first one, for loop, the next one for each loop, the next one while loop, the next one do while loop. One more loop also is there, nested loop, but we are not using. Okay. The maximum we are able to use for each and while, that's it. Maximum. Okay. Mostly we are able to use in real time also for and for each loop. Sometimes we are able to use while loop. Where you guys are able to use while loop, I will explain. Okay, clear? Yeah. You guys are observe. The first of all, we are going to discuss about loops. There are different types of loops is there. For loop, for each loop, while loop, do while loop. What is the use of the loops in real time? What is the use of the loops in real time? If you want to execute a number of test cases, if you want to execute a number of test cases at a time without human effort, we need to use for loop. If you want to execute a number of test cases at a time without human effort, we need to use loops. Loops. When you guys are use the loops in that code, you need to save the time. You need to save the memory allocation. You need to save the time and you need to save the memory allocation. That is the use for loops. For example, if you want to print 1 to 10 numbers, if you want to print 1 to 10 numbers, how you guys are able to print, tell me? System.out.println 1, system.out.println 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on 10. See guys, you people are able to write 10 lines of code for this. If you guys are without loop, if you guys are print 1 to 10 numbers, you people are able to write 10 lines of code. Am I correct or not? Yeah. By using loop, we are able to write only 2 lines. We are able to write only 2 lines. Time, if you without loop, time waste process, Without loop memory allocation, it will be occupying more memory. If you guys are use loops, you are able to create fraction of seconds. Less memory able to occupy. See guys, for loop. You know what is the loop, guys? Where you guys are able to use, okay? See, for example, if I want to print I need to use loop. If I want to execute a number of test cases, 1 to 50 test cases at a time without human effort, we need to use for loop. But here, you guys are identify one thing. We have a code. You need some knowledge about the loops. This loop, for loop, where we are able to use exact for each loop, where we are able to use exact in that code. While loop, where we are able to use exact in that code. Do while loop, where we are able to use exact in that code. For example, some piece of code is there. We need to use the loop here. We need to use the loop. Which type of loop we need to use? You have a question mark. We have a different types of loop is there. Which type of loop we are able to use? You need that knowledge. Is it clear or not? Okay. Yeah. Coming to the for loop. First of all, one by one, I will explain for loop. See, if you want to print any value, you have an idea about that value. You have an idea about that order. The time you need to use for loop. I will repeat one more. If you want to print a number, for example, 1 to 10 number, I know what I need to print, 1 to 10 numbers. I know order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know order. The time you need to use for loop. In real time, for loop, where you guys are provide. You have 20 test cases is there. You have 20 test cases is there. If you want to execute 1 to 10 test cases at a time, we need to use for loop. You need to use for loop. You have an idea or not? Where you guys are able to use for loop? You have an idea or not? Shall I repeat? Online and offline? Online and offline. Shall I repeat? Yeah. See guys, I want to print 1 to 10 numbers. Okay. I know what I need to print. Clear? Okay. And at the same time, I know the order. Order means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 10 up to 10. I know the order. See, you guys are observe. I know what I need to execute 1 to 10. What is the order I know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I need to use for loop. Then I need to use for loop. Is it clear or not? Yeah. Coming to the for each loop. For each loop, I have one application is there. That application I need to execute different browsers. Listen carefully, real-time scenarios. I have one application URL is there. That URL I need to execute in different browsers. Already I have piece of code is there. I have some piece of code is there. Okay. In earlier, someone is working on that code. Newly I joined in this company. Now I want to execute my application in different browsers. See, you guys are concentrate here. I know how many browsers is there in this storage place. I know how many browsers is there in this storage place, but I don't know the order. I know what I need to print and I know order. Then I need to use for loop. I know what I need to, what type of browser I need to use. What I was stored, I know, but I don't know what is the order. The time I need to use for each loop. You guys are able to understand? Okay, it's small difference. And for each. For each, both you know. For both you know. For each, only you know one. Second one, you don't know. For loop, yes, yes. For each loop, yes, no. Clear? Coming to the while loop. If you want to read a data from Excel, from Notepad, we need to use while loop. If you want to read a data from Excel, from anywhere, we need to use while loop. For example, you guys are need to read some data from text file, Notepad. Yeah, that one also I will show you. Okay. If you want to read whatever you stored inside of the Notepad, if you want to print the text inside of the console, we need to use while loop. If you want to read any Excel sheet, we need to use while loop. Clear? Clear or not? Huh? Shall I repeat? Yeah. If you want to read any data from text file, what I was stored in this text file, if I want to read this data, I need to use while loop. Read means what I did here. If I want to print complete data, inside of the console, if I want to print complete data inside of the console, what I did in Notepad, if I want to print complete data inside of the console without human effort, I need to use while loop. Clear? Yeah. The next one, do while. Do while. If you want to execute a specific or a block of code, if you want to execute, do means you can do, specific, you can do. A specific and a block of code, you need to use do while loop. Do, you can do. What I can do, a specific code you can do. That is we call do while loop. Okay, I will repeat one more time. Yeah, sure. I will explain one more time. You guys all listen carefully. Loops in Java. If you want to execute a number of test cases, we need to use loops. And if you want to print any number or any data, we need to use loops. Without loop, the code will occupy more memory and it will take more time. When you guys are use the loop, the time we are able to do within fraction of time and less memory. That is loops. The loops, there are a different types is there. Shall I repeat again? Shall I repeat again? Online? See guys, if you want to use the loop, we are able to save the memory. We are able to save the time. Without loop, the code will occupy more memory. It will be take more time. Is it clearer? Yeah. The next one. There are a different types of loops is there. The first one for loop, for each loop, do while loop. Okay. See the difference between for and for each. Okay. For for loop is nothing but if you have an idea, user have an idea what you need to print and what is the order, the time you need to use for loop. And coming to the for each loop, the user have an idea what you need to print and he don't know about the order, the time we need to use for each loop. Practically, I will show you. Practically, I will show you. The next one, while and do while. If you want to read a data from notepad or Excel sheet, we need to use while loop. If you want to read whatever you provide inside of the text file, the data if you want to print inside of the console, we need to use what? While loop. The next one, do. A specific, if you want to execute a specific code, a block of code, we need to use do while loop. Is it clear? See guys, while loop of any loop, after for each, after while, you no need to provide any semicolon. Okay. For example, every into A equal to 34 semicolon, into B equal to 40 semicolon, into A, C equal to A plus B semicolon. Like that, you no need to provide for, after for each, after while. Okay. You no need to provide semicolon. Only you need to provide entire loops, do while loop. Only you need to provide entire loop, only do while. If you guys are use any do while, after while you need to provide semicolon. Only while loop, do while loop. Remaining you no need to provide. Okay, done now? Now I will write the code. You people are able to understand? Huh? What is the for loop? I know order, but I know order and I know what I need to print. What is the for each loop? Don't know. Yes or no? First one for loop, yes, yes. Second one for each, yes or no. Okay. And while loop, if I want to read any text file and any Excel, we need to use while loop. Okay. Do while loop. A specific, okay, block of code. Then we need to use do while loop. Clear? Okay. Yeah. What is your project name? ABS 9. Just I want to provide public static void main and click on the finish. Then you guys are observe, I need to create the method public void, okay, for loop. See guys, if you want to print 1 to 10 numbers, 1 to 10 numbers, system.out.println 1, okay, system.out.println yeah. See guys, now I need to create the object for the class inside of the main method. Obj equal to new constructor, and I need to call obj dot for loop. See guys, if I want to print 1 to 10 numbers or 9 numbers, see this will be occupy more memory. Okay, right click on here, run as Java application. It will be print 1 to 9 numbers. We are able to print 1 to 9 numbers. Is it clear or not? Okay. Same. If you want to skip this process, put the comment. If you want to skip this process, we need to use loop. We need to use loop. You guys are up so clearly. See, I know what I need to print, but I know what I need to print, and at the same time, I know the order. In this time, which loop is the suitable here? For is the suitable. Okay. For I need to print a number into I equal to 0, I less than or equal to 9, and I plus plus. You no need to provide after loop semicolon like this. You no need to provide. Is it clear? Okay. Yeah. See, what is the I equal to 0? What is the I equal to 0? Initialization. I less than or equal to 9. I less than or equal to 9 condition. I plus plus increment. Boys, I equal to 0 initialization. Starting I need to print from 0. My condition is true. I less than or equal to 9. Loop will continue. See. Start the loop. What is my condition? I less than or equal to 9. This is true. Loop is true. Loop will continue. First 0 it will be print. The loop will continue. Immediately 1 it will be print. Loop will continue. 2 it will be print. Loop will continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. The loop out of the loop. This is fail. Okay. This is fail. Automatically loop will exit. What is the condition? we need to print 9, 1 to 9. The condition is true. Loop will continue 9 times. Loop will continue 9 times. Okay. The condition is fail. 10th time, inside of the condition, 10 is not there. Loop will exit. Loop will exit. Listen, non-IT background. You guys are listen. I want to print 1 to 9 numbers. Okay. You got it? I want to print 1 to 9 numbers. If I want to print 1 to 9 numbers by using loop, at a time internal process, what is the internal process? At a time I am unable to print 9 numbers. What is the internal process? First 0 will be print. Again loop, go to first step. 2 will be print. Again loop, go to second step. 3 will be print. Again go to next step. 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. 9 times code will execute. 9 times code will execute. But that is, we are able to get fraction of seconds. The output we are able to get within fraction of seconds. But loop will execute 9 times. The loop will execute 9 times. Is it clear or not? Clear or not? Yeah. See, system.out.println, only you guys are provide I. What I'm saying, if you want to print in 10 numbers, we need to occupy more memory and some time. It will be take some time. Okay. If you want to use the loops, only you need to write 2 lines of code. Within fraction of seconds, we are able to write. Less memory. Only these 2 steps, by using these 2 steps, we are able to print the 1 to 9 numbers. Is it clear or not? Is it clear or not? Okay. Now I will execute 0, 1 to 9. 0, 1 to 9. Is it clear? Everybody, online and offline. Any doubt? All right. The next one, for each loop, just click on public static void main and click on finish button. Click on finish button. You guys are observe here, for each loop, public void each loop. What I'm saying, guys, for each loop, I know what I need to print, but I don't know the order. So if I want to write that related code, you guys are observe here, into A equals to if you want to store a bunch of values or data, we need to follow that process. I stored some values in my container 1 year back. Just example, 1 year back. After 1 year, I want to print all the numbers. If I want to print all the numbers, I know 1 to 10 I stored. I know. But I don't know the time, what order I follow. I don't know the order. In this time, if I want to print this number, which loop I need to use? I need to use for each loop. You guys are observe the logic. I know what I stored in earlier 1 to 10. I know, but I don't know the order. Which order the time I was follow, but I don't know the order. In this time, I need to use for each loop. Okay. How you guys are able to use for each loop? For into little bit different, guys. The variable is the, just I need to create one variable C and colon and A. You guys are observe. What is my container name? My storage place name? A. That A I stored inside of the C. That A I stored inside of the C. Whatever you stored inside of the A container, in this time, C able to access that data. I stored A variable inside of the C. I stored A variable inside of the C. Then I am able to print, what I was stored inside of the container. I am able to print all the numbers. All the numbers. You guys are able to understand? Clear? Online and offline? Anybody? Any doubt? You are able to understand? Shall I repeat? See guys, I want to store some values or some data. Yeah, data also I will show you. I was stored some data or some value. What I was stored the data and value, I forget the order, but I know what I was stored, 1 to 10 numbers. I know 1 to 10, but order I don't know. First I know 2 I was stored, but remaining I don't know. Remaining I don't know. So if you have an idea, order and whatever stored you did, what order, and at the same time whatever you store the data, the time we need to use for loop. In this time only I know the data, but I don't know the order. The time I need to use for each loop. How you guys are able to write the for each loop? For into I was stored number, not a data. I was stored number, not a data. Into see, I will create one. I was created one variable. The container name I stored inside of the C variable. If I want to print all the numbers, I need to use system.out.println C. System.out.println C. Is it clear or not? Clear now? Online? Online? You guys are able to understand? You are unable to understand, please tell me guys. I will explain one more time. All right. Obj dot for each loop. Now I will execute. Is it clear? I think in this time you people are getting one doubt. That is I am expecting. Okay. We are able to print whatever you store the data. But how we are able to print order? Okay. hold this point. I will tell you later. Okay? Hold this point. I will tell you. The time I will text you. When I discuss the loop condition, the time you people are getting this doubt. Definitely everything you are unable to get the thought, I will text you. Definitely. Okay? Is it clear? And at the same time, if you want to store a data, how you guys are able to store string? And here we need to use data equals to curly braces must and should the data we need to store within the double quote. That is the rule. Is it clear? It is clear or not? Just I will provide, I will store the data. What is the error here? Tell me. Huh? What is the error? Boys? 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 Huh? Enter. Replace the data type. Data type. Now it is clear. I will execute. Where is that one? Sorry. That's it. Okay. Six. Yeah, this is integer purpose. This is data purpose. Integer purpose, I put the comment. I no need to execute. Only I want to execute the data. Okay. See guys, you guys are observe. You don't know what is the order. Whatever you stored inside of the database, you don't know. Okay. I will tell you Selenium particular order, Java particular order. Okay. Particular position. 0 position Selenium, 1 position Java, 2 position Ruby, 3 position Python. I will show you that one also. Okay. Without human effort, how to print the array's position. That one also I will tell. Okay. Here there is no position. Selenium which position we don't know. So how I need to print that one in future session? In future, what is that one? In future, I will show you 0 position is the Selenium, 1 position is the Java. Like this, I will show you. Whatever you store the data here, this is the 0 position, Selenium. This is the Java position, 1. I will show you that one also. Okay? Yeah. You guys are able to understand? Is it clear? Any doubt? Any doubt? The next one, while loop. The next one, while loop. Just click on public static void main. Just only this code I will write inside of the main method. Okay. See guys, how to read the data from the text file. How to read the data from the text file. See, you guys are observe here into I equal to 0. Done. While I less than or equal to 9. Done. I plus plus system dot out dot println sys out. We need to call here I. Done. You are able to understand? Okay. I no need to provide I plus plus here. I will execute the code. What happened? That is the question. I no need to provide any increment. I will execute the code. I will show you that one also. Output also I will show you. What happened? Huh? 0. We got infinity values. We got infinity values. See, we got a infinity value. See, infinity value. See, you guys are observe here. Is it clear? Okay. I will stop the execution and I will provide I plus plus. That is correct. IT background. That is correct. Huh? Correct. What is our expected? 0 to 9. But it should be displayed one initialization, one what? This is for IT background people. You guys are saying like this I plus plus. Okay, very good. If you want to provide the I plus plus, you people are able to print 1 to 10 number. That is not our expected. We are expecting something actually is different. The test case is fail. I less than inside of the condition. If you guys are use any while loop, must and should the increment you need to declare after system dot out dot println. After system dot out dot println. The time your expected data, it will be reflected. What is the initialization? 0. What is the condition? 9. The condition is pass. Whatever you expecting and actual is both are same. The test case is clear. The next one, do while loop. Online guys, is it clear? Do you have any doubt? Online guys? Online guys, you have any doubt? Please tell me guys. Anybody? Do you have any doubt? Online. I am talking about online guys. All right. Thank you. Yeah. The next one, do while loop. The next one, do while loop. See guys, in while loop, one question you people are able to get. The first one, without to increment, what happened? We are able to get infinity values. The second one, if you want to provide the increment, where you guys are provide inside of the while loop, after system dot out dot println. Okay, why we need to provide the I plus plus here? Loop will execute, 0 will print. Again, condition increment will pass. The second one it will be print. Again, increment pass. The third one will be print. That is the process. If you guys are provide here I plus plus, this is the meaningless. Okay. See, output also meaningless. Output also meaningless. We are expecting 0 to 9, but here it should be print 1 to 10. This is also meaningless. Is it clear? Yeah. The next one, do while. If you want to execute a specific and a block of code, we need to use do while loop. Yeah, tell me IT background. Do while loop. Do direct to do a. Where is the initialization? Into I equal to 0. After that you can provide do. And system dot out dot println, we need to provide I while I less than or equal to 9. What I'm saying, only you guys are able to use do while loop, semicolon for do while loop. Is it clear or not? Do you have any doubt? Something is miss here, I think. Yeah, where I need to provide the increment? Tell me guys, anybody? Where we need to use increment here? Huh? Where? After? Boys, where I need to use online and offline? Print before, print after. Very good. Print after. Confirm? You guys are expecting here. I know you don't have an idea. Power cutter. Just a minute online guys. ఏంది ఏమీ ఎలగలేదు. వచ్చాడు. పవర్ పోయిందా? ప్రొజెక్టర్ ఆన్ చేయాలి. టీవీ ఆన్ చేయాలి. ప్రొజెక్టర్ టీవీ రెండు. లేడు సతీష్ లేడా? రాలా. దానికి వస్తుంది వేస్తే వస్తుంది. లేదు లేదు రావట్లేదు. Just a minute online guys. అయ్యా వలి okay, done. Yeah, see guys, where you guys are able to provide I plus plus. See, while or do while loop, always you guys are provide after system dot out dot println. Okay, now I will execute. Is it clear? This is we call loops in Java. This is we call loops in Java. Everyone able to understand the loops concept? Do you have any doubt? Please you guys tell me. Definitely I will explain. Which is you are unable to understand, that one I will explain one more time. Online and offline guys, anybody, you people are unable to understand? Everyone able to understand? Clear? Okay guys, thank you. Online and offline guys, write down. Before anything is pending theoretically? Yeah, okay, that is hold it, no problem. I will once I start, yeah, loops also is completed. Now I will tell you three-dimensional array. Okay. First of all, you guys are write down loops in Java. Loops in Java. If you want to execute, if you want to execute number of test cases, if you want to execute number of test cases, or if you want to print a bunch of numbers, if you want to print a bunch of numbers, if you want to print a bunch of numbers, we need to use loops. Yeah, the next line. If you want to use the loops in that code, if we want to use the loops in that code, we are able to save the memory allocation, memory. If you want to use the loops in that code, if you want to use the loops in that code, we are able to save the memory allocation and less time Next line. Without loops, the code will occupy more memory. Without loops, the code occupy the more memory and and extra time, and more memory and extra time. Okay, extra time. The next one, loops flow diagram. Loop flow diagram. Loop flow diagram. Yeah, draw this diagram. Loop flow diagram. If you want to execute 20 test cases, loop 20 times will execute. If you want to execute 100 test cases, loop 100 times will execute. This concept is identifiers in Java. Loops is completed. One is pending conditions. Done? Yeah. Types of loops. Types of loops. Types of loops. The loops, there are a different types is there. The loops, there are a different types is there. The loops, there are a different types is there. The first one, for loop. The second one, for each loop. Third one, while loop. The next one, do while loop. Okay. Yeah, put the heading for loop. For loop. The user have an idea about the execution. The user have an idea about the execution. The user have an idea about the execution. What we need to print. What we need to print. What is the order? What we need to print and what is the order? The time we need to use. The time we need to use. For loop. The time we need to use for loop. Is it clear? User have an idea what we need to print. Okay, what is the order? The time we need to use for loop. Clear? Take the screenshot. దుర్మార్గునిరా పాపం పగిలిపోయి Is it clear? This theory below, you guys are write down the code. Okay. The next one, for each loop. The next one, for each loop. The for each loop, the for each loop, the user have an idea only the for each loop, comma, the user have an idea only the data. The user have an idea only the data. They don't have an idea about the order. They don't have an idea about the order. The time we need to use, the time we need to use, the time we need to use for each loop, for each loop. Clear? Okay, take the screenshot. See guys, value data both is there. Okay, you guys are practice both. Done? అయిపోయిందమ్మా అయిపోయిందా The next one, you guys are put the heading while loop. If we want to read a data, if we want to read a data, if we want to read a data from text file or Excel sheet, if we want to read a data from text file or Excel sheet, from text file or Excel sheet, we are able to use we are able to use while loop. While loop. Clear? Yeah, take this one. Then this week I will conduct the assignment. Okay. This week on Java. Before the assignment, for example, tomorrow, today, what I was complete. For examples, day after tomorrow, what I was complete. Up to, okay, I will conduct the assignment. Okay, guys, the next heading, do while loop. Do while loop. Okay. I will continue tomorrow. Thank you. Do while loop. I will continue tomorrow. Do you have any doubt online and offline, guys? Please reach me. Okay. I will explain. Online and offline, guys.